When are you getting married?
When's the wedding?
Oh my god, you guys aren't married yet?
It's so haram.
Hey guys.
Hi everyone.
How's it going? How's everybody?
We hope you guys are doing well.
I'm doing well.
I'm doing great.
Okay.
That's all that matters. No, I'm just kidding. Today's video is a little bit more serious, I would say. A little more
juicy. Very juicy.
And I know you guys are used to us doing like travel, like comedy style videos, but this one's a little different. It's actually a very important one that we felt like we wanted to share with you.
This one's literally about what's going on with us.
Yes, it's a more personal video, and it will basically answer a lot of your questions.
A lot of people.
Yeah. I think we want to start off by kind of giving you guys a recap about our relationship. Obviously you guys know that me and Dawoud are engaged, and not many of you guys understand that in the Lebanese culture, engagement almost always, like literally maybe 95% of the time, there is a nikah done. So a nikah is the Islamic contract.
It's a contract.
And we also call it the katb kitab.
Which means I'm stuck with her for the rest of my life.
So we've already had that done. The reason why we call each other engaged is because in the Lebanese culture, you are considered engaged regardless of your nikah or not until you have your big wedding. So that's why we call each other engaged even though we've already done the nikah. Now that you guys are up to date on our relationship status, we wanted to address the question that's been in our comments ever since we posted our first video, right?
When are you getting married?
When's the wedding?
Oh my god, you guys aren't married yet?
It's so haram. So basically the question of the year is, when is your wedding? And guys, we've got a secret to tell you.
It's not a secret anymore.
Well, it won't be in the next 10 seconds. We're not doing a wedding! Woo!
What's with the...
I'm making an announcement on my microphone.
That's not a microphone.
I
We
did
originally
wedding.
planned to have the wedding on June 14th, 2020. Everything was all booked. Everything was all set up. We went full out, found the Depka team. We went and found the DJ. We went and got the food. We got the hall. All that kind of good stuff.
The decorator, the florist.
Everything.
I even looked into dresses, like he looked into all that stuff, and like we were totally ready for it.
The problem was we started going to weddings, and when we went to weddings, we noticed that like people are never satisfied.
Guests.
The guests. We noticed people complaining about the food, complaining where they're seated, complaining about how there's not enough food, or there's no drinks, proper amount of all that stuff that
Very materialistic complaints. We realized that you can't really satisfy each and every person. You can't impress each and every person in a wedding.
Yeah,
and that's a given.
So like
in
pretty
any
much
wedding.
what we thought of is the wedding, we're pretty much working for the people to have a good time, while us, we're struggling. We're pretty much struggling to make this wedding to be perfect.
Basically, we went through all the planning and we came to the number of around 50 to 60K. In terms of what the wedding would cost us. And this wedding, like when we got the options of what to pick for this wedding, we literally picked the base model for every single option. Like we didn't even go all out for, like, for example, like lighting or stage setup or decoration. Like we chose the least expensive options we could, because we both believe in not spending a crazy amount on a wedding, rather putting it towards something more valuable in our lives.
And this wedding is going to cost about it was going to cost us about 50 to 60K, and it was a very odd wedding, like a normal wedding, nothing so special about it. And we were definitely going to get complaints aside from the food, because I was going to make the food.
When we saw that number, a little bit of a heart attack.
Especially me, because I was the one that was going to put the investment in, and I really want to buy a house.
Yeah.
I really saved up a lot of my life for something like this, and doing a wedding was going to put me backwards, and was going to put me, like, I was probably going to have to rent.
Let's just say this. I think it's important to clarify what type of relationship Dawoud and I have. We are the type of couple that like to work together to get to our goals. I don't ever depend on him fully for financial reasons or anything like that, and him the same. Like we depend on each other. I think it's important to I think it's important to like mention that. I think in our relationship we've clarified it from the start that we both work, we're hard workers, and we make money.
So pretty much
so
I'm a lucky dude.
yeah, you're lucky.
But you're luckier.
Okay. I want to mention this before anyone says that Dawoud was cheaping out. I actually was the one who said I don't want a wedding.
Alhamdulillah.
I will tell you guys I will tell you guys how this came about. I was talking to my mom. My mom lives in Lebanon. I was talking to her and I was explaining to her how much it's going to cost and how it's giving us a lot of stress, and we've been fighting a lot and that kind of stuff. Not fighting about the money, but fighting about how much stress it's going to put on our lives in the future if
it takes us backwards.
Yeah, if we put down this $60,000, like we could have done so many things with it. So I was talking to my mom on the phone, and my mom didn't have a wedding herself, and her dream was to see me in a white gown at my wedding. So I was talking to her, and I never expected her to say this, but she said, "Listen, Jasmine, if a wedding is going to cause you more misery than happiness, don't do it. Do what's best for you." And in this case, it seems like not doing the wedding and like going on a really beautiful honeymoon and buying a house with your husband is much better for you. Then I support you 100%. And that meant a lot to me because I know that my mom's dream was to see me at my wedding. And the fact that she decided that, you know what, a wedding doesn't matter. What matters is your happiness and your success. So at that moment, I was like, you know what? I don't want a wedding. Like, I literally don't want one.
So when I got a phone call,
yeah, I called him right away.
when I got a phone call and she said that, I'm like, wait, she's serious?
Yeah, he's like, are you sure? I think we should
sure?
still do one.
Yeah, because like I was so invested into it. I'm like, fellas, let's just do one.
It was such a drastic thought that I had, but
the one thing I was so happy about wasn't about the money. It's the anxiety I was gonna get walking and everyone staring at me.
I know.
I hate being the center of attention in public.
Yeah, we're both like that. But I remember when I told you on the phone that I don't want a wedding, you like teared up a bit.
I did. I was kind of upset.
He was a little bit upset and happy at the same time. I think he got emotional because he knew like this was the right decision for us, but also like we're letting go of a big part in our lives, like a big step like, that people take.
Who cares? I hope people that see this video, like a husband that's about to get married, sees this video and he shares it with his wife and is like, you know what? They're right. They should.
Well, I think I totally understand, but I think our decision's right for us. I think.
Yeah, but
I think a wedding could be right for other people. It just depends on your circumstances. Like sometimes families, like to some families, weddings are very important.
I know, that's true.
Like some cultures, weddings are a must. There are multiple weddings too. Like you can't dismiss it completely.
100%. But a lot of people I'm telling what we're doing, they're like, wow, that's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
A lot of people regret having their wedding.
And thank God our family's so supportive of it. Like our families were totally cool by it. They were like, okay, no wedding, great. Let's think of what else you guys could do. So I think maybe we should kind of mention what our parents' reactions are, because I know a lot of you guys that may be considering not doing a wedding, you're worried about what your parents would think and what the community would think. So let's maybe tell them what your dad's reaction was.
Oh, my dad's reaction was let's shoot. Like, he's like, you know what? That's good. It's better for you guys. It's easier now. You could get to go buy a house. Yeah, it's a good idea just to spend some of the money into a honeymoon. And yeah, my mom's like, Allah, wow. I was excited for it, but you know what? It's better for you guys. And they both agreed. They were both happy with it.
But your mom was excited for a wedding,
yeah,
right?
Of course.
Yeah.
My mom was
excited to see you like get married and.
Yeah, but I'm so happy. Like I don't have to go through that emotional state.
It's like a weight lifted off our shoulders.
Yeah, it's like, come in. What? You were not even gonna let me play my own freaking entrance music. I wanted my own walk-in. Armin van Buuren, Imagine. Oh, that was my tune.
Guys, he has like Star Wars music that he wants to walk into.
Star Wars? Astaghfirullah.
Yeah, it's nasty music that is like literally techno underground nightclub techno type of stuff.
Armin van Buuren is not underground.
Just stop. I would never allow that. If we actually had a wedding, the music is my control. I want Arab depke. I want like it being lit. I want it like I want us walking into drums like popping your eardrums out. Like I want that whole like shebang. I don't want Star Wars music walking in like the Darth Vader type of thing.
Darth Vader.
This is why we didn't have a wedding. Okay, guys, it was the music. I think you're the only person that believes your music is awesome.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm on forums that talk about the music I listen to, and there's people on Instagram that talk to me about the music I
Okay, there
listen
are
to.
also forums for foot fetishes. Doesn't mean it's cool or nice.
So what did your dad think about not having a wedding?
Basically my dad had advised me not to do a wedding for a while. I just never listened to him because I wanted a wedding initially. So when I told him, I kind of told him casually in the kitchen. And he's like,
What do you say?
he was like, good for you guys. Like, that's the right decision. Just do things for yourself, not for others. Don't waste money like that. He was totally on board. And then obviously I told you guys earlier that my mom was the one who kind of told me, like, do what's best for you. Don't do a wedding if it's going to cause you stress like this. You'd rather buy a house than rent an apartment, for example. So yeah,
You know,
they
a
were
lot of
both
people are
on
gonna
board.
say like, "Oh, but when you do a wedding, you get all the money back. You get most of it back, and blah blah blah." But like,
Yeah, but you're also spending that money too. And maybe you get like 70% of it back, but like for what?
yeah, you gotta buy a house before you have a wedding, in my opinion. Like, I was so against renting. That was my biggest problem. I was so against it.
Renting might be a good thing for some people, but it
Yeah.
just wasn't right for us because we knew we had the money to invest in a house. Why are we going to choose investing in a wedding rather than the house, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's either we had a wedding and then we rented, or we didn't have a wedding and we owned a home. And owning a home is so much more important to us.
Now we've been house shopping. It's been about a year. It actually was a huge, long journey to find a place, but we recently found a place and we're customizing it and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. Later on, we'll be announcing. We're going to take you through a house tour later on, and we'll tell you about the journey that we did to get to this stage in our life, especially the purchase of a house. So we'll tell you all about it. Just keep supporting us and keep watching us.
Before you guys wonder, like, what are you guys gonna do? Are you guys just gonna move in? What are you guys gonna do to officiate your marriage? What we wanted to do is take a fraction of that money that we were gonna put on that marriage or that wedding per se, and put that towards an amazing honeymoon.
Yes.
We wanted to spend it on ourselves rather than others.
Yeah.
We wanted to make ourselves happy. We wanted to enjoy our money rather than having other people enjoy our money. Do you get what I'm saying? So, we actually just booked our honeymoon. We're not going to tell you just yet where it is. You guys can guess in the comments where you think it's going to be. Fun fact, our wedding was supposed to be June 14th, 2020, and we'll actually be on our honeymoon around that time. Don't worry guys, we'll definitely be doing like a photo shoot, and I will definitely be wearing a white dress and all that fun stuff. Like, I'm not missing out on anything that is like super important. We just felt like it was the right decision for us.
Hell yeah.
Dawoud's excited.
I'm excited. So what I took into consideration is learn from other people's mistakes.
That's
And
what I said in the Dubai video. You're copying me.
You just don't want me to sound smart. Jeez. We ain't doing a wedding.
La 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 la.
We ain't getting married.
We're still getting married.
Technically, no. We are already married.
That's right, haters in the comments.
But anyways, guys, like our video, subscribe. Let us know what you think.
Let us also know if you disagree with what we're saying. We'd love to like hear your opinion on what you think about weddings. We're totally open to that. We know that everyone thinks differently, so.
So, yeah, bye for now. We'll see you in the next video. And yeah,
Bye.
bye.